Yeah, what's up, community? It's Ash Rock. Welcome. Yes, I know, I miss you too. It's a real quick shot of the most recent ACBA shot I took on the put on the page. I also put on Instagram. You guys can follow me on Instagram. The link will be below. Most of my hauls are through Instagram now, so I'm not doing many haul-oramas. I mean, I'll probably do another one soon because I've picked up a ton of stuff, but most of my hauls people have seen have been on Instagram, so you guys can follow me there and see some of the cool stuff I pick up. But this here, did this recently, kind of pressurized by the community, different people bugging me like to do a pick, so I finally did one after not doing one for a while. Here's a glimpse of it here. So you can see there how it came out. Real simple setup. That's the Prince of Persia little gate. This is some kind of McFarlane playset. Bought this mini mate cascade or tomb or whatever, and then the Apocalypse and cable I already had, and kind of just shot it at this angle here, kind of like that, as you saw in the photo. So, but man, you know, it's one of those things. I love doing ACBA. Just unfortunately, sometimes I just don't have the time. I just don't put in the effort, I guess. You know, shame on me. But I have a lot of fun doing it, and like I said, I've told Bug, his creation is ultimately limitless. It really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, yep. So there you go. Let's move on to the review. Play that funky intro.
Ash Rock, Ash Rock, Ash Rock, Ash Rock.
What is up, Marvel Universe fanatics? It is Ash Rock back with another review. This is going to be on the Marvel Universe Silver Samurai. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ash, why are you reviewing a figure from 1946? Why is my subscriber all of a sudden a hillbilly? I don't know. Nothing against hillbillies. That's just probably one of the best voices I could do, really. Down in DR! Okay, anyways. Well, the reason why I'm reviewing this is because this is in my top 10 Marvel Universe of all time. This is an amazing figure. Let's try that again. Amazing figure. This does come with it does come in a 2-pack, however, with a Wolverine. I couldn't find the Wolverine. He's somewhere in some bin somewhere. It's not important. He's not a great figure at all. This is a gem, though. This figure here, absolutely amazing. So, let's start off with the paint apps. Now, he's obviously silver. What? How did I figure that one out? Well, his name's the Silver Samurai. So stop asking stupid questions. I'm in a goofy mood today. I'm always in a goofy mood. Silver, that is the main theme. However, there are different shades of silver on this thing, guys. I mean, you have from the shiny silver to the more dull finish to even more dull up here with shading throughout his little shoulder pads. I mean, the sheer amount of detail that went into this paint. Because now, look, an average person who doesn't really appreciate action figures or doesn't really get it or whatever would look at this figure and go, okay, what's the big deal? He's a silver dude with some red, you know, here and there, and but you have to pay attention to the detail. Now, I'm going to zoom in on certain parts to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about and get a real understanding. So you can see the shoulder pads there with the wash that comes up. It's a little rusty. It's got that old look to it, like he's been through a battle. And then his arms are more that shiny silver. And then back to his bracelets there. The symbols came out gorgeous. His little skirt, I always forget the name of these things, but I call them skirts. He actually makes it look kind of cool. You know, a man wearing a skirt. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's your thing, if you like wearing skirts, then God bless you. Wear a skirt, man. You be fabulous, damn it. And then the chest piece itself, I mean, you can see the little fine little details. Look at those little screws, how it's all put together. This isn't, you know, it isn't just like just kind of like he just put on a suit. No, this is, you can see the fine details in this figure, man. This is a 3 3/4 inch figure, guys. So, you know, my appreciation for these things and what Vonner did here is absolutely beautiful. This is just, if you're a fan of action figures, this is what you would call beauty. Just beautiful. I want to make love to the Silver Samurai. What? Can I edit that out? Screw it. It's staying in there. And then the face came out really, really nice. Again, more, you know, different shades of silver and black wash, and the little, just those little bolts. Look at those. I mean, in the head, the red piece on top came out real nice. And then his eyes, he's got that solid white, but it's kind of that, I'm going to try to zoom in without blurring it. Ah, son of a, let's try that again, and action. I'm going to zoom in. Get back to the chopper. So, yeah, but you can see it's got a little bit of blue tint in there. In his eyes, you guys can see that. I hope you guys can see that, because I can see it. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then the flesh tone came out really, really nice as well. Really, that's the only part of him that is flesh tone, is his face right there. So, and then the swords. The swords are a little simple, nothing super spectacular. You got a little bit of gold finish there with the black handle. It does have ridges in it, which is kind of neat. And then he's got this little shorter type sword, more of like just a simple blade, I guess, was the intent. And he does have another, you know, where you can put the other sword in here to hold it. But so nothing super spectacular with that. The handle came out real nice, but that's about it. For paint apps, you guys already know, man, a 5 out of 5. This is an absolute masterpiece. This is a figure that, this is the kind of figure that you buy and you don't do anything to it. You don't need to modify it. You don't need to redo paint. You don't need to customize nothing. Just keep it the way it is. This is art. This is freaking art. It really is. Articulation. So, he has the bigger body mold. He's got the ball joint hinge up here. He's got the upper bicep, single joint elbows, rotates at the wrist. It is limited a little bit because of the shoulder pads, but not a big deal. Not a super big deal. He's got a ball joint hinge on the head. Rotates at the waist, as well as the ab crunch. Or if this was a female figure, it'd be the boob crunch. He's got a hinge over here with a upper thigh, double jointed knees, rotates at the calf. And then he has up and down with the ankles, and he has ankle rockers. This was one of the first figures that really got the ankle rockers, believe it or not. When the rockers started coming out, a lot of people have the misconception it was like the Jim Lee Cyclops or it was the Cable. No, he was one of the first, if not the first, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he was one of the first to get those ankle rockers. But a lot of people didn't really notice it, because a lot of people never really picked up this figure. And to those who didn't pick up this figure, I ask you, what the hell is wrong with you? Articulation, 5 out of 5. Just absolutely amazing. And then the final score, you guys already know, 1 out of 5. No, I'm just kidding. 5 out of 5. Absolute masterpiece. Beautiful, beautiful creation. Just to show you guys now how amazing this Silver Samurai is, let's take a look at Hasbro's new Samurai, Silver Samurai, from the the current Wolverine movie that's going to be coming out. Let's take a look at those real quick. Here's a couple pictures of those. Yep. I especially like the third one the most. That one really defines that figure. It was the best angle as well. The lighting was just immaculate. Good job, Hasbro. That, by the way, all that is sarcasm. Okay, my point is, when you lose creative control, when you lose people on your squad, when you let go of them for whatever reason, and you decide to go the cheap route, the collector, which is me, which is you, ultimately we have to pay for it. That's what it comes down to, and it sucks. Now, I'm going on a little bit of a rant from this review, but I'm just comparing the two. Apples to apples. You tell me. Even as a kid, if I was like 7 or 8 years old and I saw that Silver Samurai, the one I just showed you, that piece of crap, I mean, honestly, even then I'd be like, this is kind of whack. When you're comparing it to the standards of today's action figures. Now, in the 90s, you had those X-Men figures, those 5 points of articulation figures, but back then that's really all we had. There wasn't much articulation and fine detail put into action figures back then. But that same generation of people, those same generations, me, you know, all the Shartimuses of the world and the Boog Nices and everybody else that came through that era, we watched figures get better. We watched the figures progressively get better over time. And our appreciation for them grew, whether it was through Toy Biz Legends, whether it was through the Universe figures, certain G.I. Joe figures, even some of the import figures that are coming out the last couple years are amazing. What Hasbro displays there, what I just showed you guys again, that their version of the Silver Samurai is a joke. To collectors, to just toy enthusiasts, to freaking kids. I wouldn't buy that for my kid. I really wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Even if you liked it so much, I'd be like, I got a better one for you. And I'd pay $20 more to get him this Silver Samurai any day of the week than $10. They're charging $9.99 for that crap, by the way. Man, you guys don't see this side of me often, and I'm hoping that you guys agree with me. Matter of fact, I asked that you guys comment on what you think of their approach, or what they've how do you feel about it? You know, you can obviously comment on the review if you enjoyed the review. I'm sure you did, because I'm Ash Rock and I'm awesome, and I'm handsome and stuff, and I'm cool. I'm the coolest cat on the block. But give me your opinion. I mean, you tell me. Am I just losing it here or what? But I think it's an absolute disgrace, and they should be ashamed of themselves in every aspect. And if they, for even a millisecond, say, well, the money and the money. Look, I will pay. I just paid $60 for the new War Machine and the new Iron Man figures from Figure Arts. I didn't mind paying $60. I would have paid $80, honest to God, because those figures are amazing. Every aspect of the sheer amount of detail, the sheer amount of craftsmanship that went into those figures is immaculate, and I paid that much as a collector. So you tell me, if you can't pump out a Universe figure that's going to look like this every time, and then charge us an arm and a leg, fine, charge me an arm and a leg, as long as I get quality. Quality over quantity, any day of the damn week. Any day of the damn... Yeah, I said that right. Anyways, okay. I'm chill. I'm relaxed, guys. I'm good. I'm good. I'm in a good mood. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to laugh every day, and every now and then be mad every day if you have to. But don't be mad every day. But remember to laugh every day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned to the next review. You guys have a good one. Deuces.